It's absolutely gorgeous. What I consider is a Sunday fun day, which means I'm gonna go get myself a coffee and we're gonna go to the thrift store. April feels like a fresh start to me, and it is officially time to start locking in to my goals. All right, let's just get cozy here. Hey, hi, hello. I don't know about you guys, but over here, we're officially locking in. Everything's coming to life. Things are blooming. New life is upon us. It just feels so much more like a fresh start to me. January 1st, February, like days are short, nights are long. We're just trying to get by without crying. Like it doesn't feel like a fresh start in January. April feels like a fresh start to me, and it is officially time to start locking in to my goals. So set some big goals at the beginning of the year. I've talked about this in a couple of my videos where I want to run 500 miles in 2025. I have just like, I'm really trying to lock into like my health and fitness journey. I'm trying to build muscle. I'm trying to lose body fat. Like I have these fitness goals for myself. For me this year, I was really using January through March to just like get into the habit. I had no real goals for myself except for to move my body intentionally like 4 to 5 times a week, and I can confidently say I was able to do that. However, to hit this mileage goal of 500 miles, which is so many miles run, it's miles run by the way, not miles walked, so it's getting me into like my jogging running era, right? I want to identify as a runner. That is like what I want to do. I love how I feel during a run. I feel my best after a run. I feel so healthy and like fit and athletic when I'm like running consistently. I know this about myself. And so this year is like all about entering into that era, right? So I really used January to March to just kind of like start incorporating runs again. They were shorter. I didn't care about time. I wasn't hard on myself about distance or mileage or anything. Like it was all about just getting into the habit of running, working on my form, like the very basics. And I think I needed a couple of months to just kind of get into the habit again. It's so hard, and I think it's so unrealistic to expect us like January 1st to like implement all of these crazy, you know, things and goals day one. We need time to like test what's gonna work for us. Trial and error. I was trying morning workouts, afternoon workouts. Like I was trying to see when I felt my best, trying different things with nutrition. And like now it's time to lock in because we got some big goals ahead of us. And our mileage, we've been making, you know, progress, but it has been slow and steady. Like I have not been holding myself to any sort of like mileage goal, and it is time that we do. So this video is locking into what I'm calling my official new year, and I'm excited to take you along. We'll deep dive into goals later in the video. But right now we're having ourselves a little Sunday fun day. What I consider is a Sunday fun day, which means I'm gonna go get myself a coffee and we're gonna go to the thrift store because I am on a mission in April. This is one of my lifestyle goals. I have a home office, and right now my home office is very sad and depressing, and I don't like to work in there because there's nothing on the walls. It's literally just my desk. My desk and white sterile hospital walls. So I want to just make it a more cozy and like welcoming place that I actually want to work in. So I'm gonna go to the thrift store. I got some shelving on Amazon. I want to try to find some art, some little knickknack, just like anything that kind of calls to me that could bring that space to life a little bit more. Don't have a big budget, which is why we're going to the thrift store. So we're just gonna see what we can find, and then later tonight, and this is a big deal because this could very much change the trajectory of the mood that we're in today. Michigan State basketball plays, and that is Chandler's team. He went to Michigan State. I did not, but I have married into a family who very much cares about the success of Michigan State's basketball and football team. So they play at 4. They're in the Elite 8, which is a really, really big deal if you know anything about college basketball. And if they win this, obviously they move forward to the Final Four. It's a big deal. So Chandler's a little nervous. I'm giving him some space. Another reason why I was gonna run some errands today, I'm just giving him some space. He gets a little nervous pre-game. So he like got in a workout and he's just kind of like doing some yard work, like just focusing, right? He gets very into these games. So I'm giving him some time, and then we'll watch Michigan State together as well today. And depending on the outcome of that game, you know, Chandler could be in a great mood, Chandler could be in a sad mood. So we're just gonna play the day by ear. We also watch White Lotus every Sunday, so we will catch up on White Lotus. If you're watching, we can have a little debrief on our thoughts of this season. It's fucking crazy right now if you're caught up. So just a little Sunday fun day, but as always, we gotta start with a coffee. that coffee shop, I cannot leave without getting an empanada because they are so dang good. So I got my little brown sugar cubano, little empanada snack. Fingers crossed the thrift store gods are with us today and we can find some good stuff. This is actually one of my favorite things I've ever thrifted. It's like this beautiful leather Western bag. And this was just hiding in my closet. I did a little clean out a couple days ago and I feel like I've laid all of my clothes out. I've like gotten rid of things that I haven't worn in a while, donated them, and I'm like more inspired to actually wear what I have and like use like bags like this. Like I haven't used a fun bag in so long. All right, we're gonna try Goodwill first because it's like right here. And then there's a local thrift spot that will knock out after it. We have like 2 hours, T-minus 2 hours and 17 minutes until game time. So we gotta go. So cute. I wish there was like a set with plates. This is so like summery though. I love that. It is so fun. I have nowhere to put something like this, but that is so beautiful. Wow. Okay, we gotta get some game day essentials. Okay, not an essential, but how beautiful are these flowers? Oh my god, they're so colorful. You know what? This is essential. Okay, we have T-minus 30 minutes until game time. So we're gonna do a rapid fire thrift haul. I got some goodies and there were some things that I left behind that if I'm still thinking about them tonight, I might go back tomorrow and pick them up. But okay, first things first for the kitchen, I got these matching like flour and sugar holders. So I'm in my baking era. I've been baking cookies like almost weekly, which I will need to reevaluate for my health journey coming up, but I feel like these would be so cute out on the counter. And everybody knows the flower packaging is treacherous. So this will just be nice to host a flower. I love this so much. It is the most perfect bar decor. I'm just gonna lean this up on our bar shelving. And then I got another little like vase shelf thing. It's a little bit like weathered here, which I kind of like that look, but I thought the creams and the beiges was like really pretty. I really didn't get anything for my home office. That is unfortunate. Got a lot of stuff for like our downstairs area. I think this might be my favorite thing I've ever thrifted. Why somebody would let go of this vase is beyond me. It's absolutely gorgeous. I vow to take the best care of her. This is kind of hard to show because it's a pretty big art piece, but this is, if you look closely, this is just a photograph of Tuscany, Italy. As I'm like decorating this home, I'm really trying to get things and like art pieces that have some sort of like value in a way, or like just reflect or represent things in our life. And so when Chandler and I got engaged, we got engaged in Rome. Right after we went to Tuscany and did like wine tasting, and it's just, yeah, I feel like this is like a good memory of like a really special time in our lives, and so I thought it was perfect. It was 15 bucks, and I think the framing is so pretty. So pretty, and it's in like perfect condition. I feel like this was such a successful little thrift haul. Wait, I thought they weren't favored.
They weren't, but I'll play in a second.
Oh my gosh, the tea! T-minus 4 minutes! Woo! How to do an outfit change, because this is what I was wearing. This shirt was what I was wearing the last time they won, so we can't switch it up. Chandler is also, have you washed that jacket yet? No. He's also wearing what he wore when they won on Friday, so. Go green.
You are making one myself.
Yeah.
You don't want what I made.
Oh, I thought you asked if I wanted one, like when you were making one.
Oh.
And I was gonna wait.
Mine, so it's okay. It's good now.
Any words before the game starts?
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Play to win the game.
Michigan State taking on the #1 overall seed, Auburn. Only one spot left in San Antonio.
Got an emotional support dog over here.
In 2019, they beat Kentucky in the Elite Eight in overtime.
Total douchebag.
Let's go.
Oh, he threw it right to him.
Are we serious? Chandler's doing a lap because he's not happy. It's 23-8, and Michigan State has missed the last 10 baskets that they shot. So he's a little unwell. He's doing a little lap around, around the backyard. The Publix buffalo chicken dip is so good.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, serves a boundless.
History repeats itself in San Antonio.
Not good. What is your rating so far of this season compared to like season 1 and 2?
I don't know. I like it better than season 2, but I still think season 1 was the best.
I feel like season 2, season 1, and then season 3 for me.
Season 2?
Yeah, I like season 2 better than 1.
I mean, I've been so engaged this whole season now.
Yeah, it's still really good.
We'll see how this episode. This
Okay.
will be a big episode.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Hello, my friends. Happy April 1st. Happy New Year to all that celebrate. We are diving into goals. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. It's been a while since I've set like monthly goals for myself, and I don't know, telling the internet them is just like that extra level of accountability. I'm excited for it. I need it. I want it, but it's just an extra thing that's like, I said I was gonna do this. We gotta do it. So I have some notes. Don't mind me. I'm not trying to ignore you. I think I'm gonna break this out into 4 categories. So first one's gonna be like fitness goals. Second one will be book/reading goals. Third one, we'll say home goal, like goals for kind of getting our house in order and together. And then the fourth one, we'll call this life/relationship/social goals. Okay, so let's start with fitness because this is the one that I'm the most intimidated by, but the one that I'm gonna feel the most like fulfilled if I actually achieve this goal. So as you know, my 2025 goal is to run 500 miles. By December 31st, your girl's gonna have run 500 miles, okay? What I haven't told you is the total miles I've run to date, okay? There's not even need for a drum roll because it's not great, okay? 54 miles have been run to date in January, well, between January and March, right? Miles that I still have to run, 446. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so that's a big number. I broke that down kind of over the next 9 months, what my mileage needs to be monthly, and it's about 50 miles. It's like 49.5. I'm gonna round up, give myself a little leeway there. So pretty much in April, to run 50 miles, I have to average about 12.5 miles a week, okay? So it's doable, it's doable. It's gonna be a challenge though, because I haven't been holding myself accountable to distances. So I'm gonna, play around with some frequencies this week. I'm planning on doing maybe, I don't know, I really need to like figure this out. I'm planning on doing like 2 to 3 shorter runs and then really prioritizing a longer weekend run that's like 5+ miles. I feel like if I can do that, if I can really get in like 1 long run a week, that is gonna make hitting that weekly goal so much easier. That's my only fitness goal in April, just get my 50 miles in. The second category is my book and reading goal. This is one of the areas of my life that I am so inconsistent in, and it's really frustrating because I actually love to read. And I go through phases of my life where I'll read like 3 to 4 books a month, and then I'll go phases of my life where I don't pick up a book or finish a book in like 4 months. And I'm like, okay, girl, I just wish it was like a more consistent hobby. What I was doing back when I was reading a lot more was I replaced my like nighttime screen time, like whenever we're laying in bed, Right now I'm just like scrolling on my phone. I used to read during that time, and so I would get like 30 to 45 minutes of reading in every single night pretty much, and I was like going through books so quickly. So after not finishing one single book this year so far, my goal for April is 3 books. Actually finishing 3 books, which is totally doable if I just don't scroll on my phone at night. Like it's totally doable if I just replace my scrolling time with reading time. Like we can do this. I have like tentative books. I'm definitely more of a mood reader. So I have like my tentative books that are on my list or I've started already. The first one is a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I'm like 30% of the way done with that one right now. I also started Happy Place yesterday, you guys saw, or 2 days ago, by Emily Henry. I've never read an Emily Henry book, which I feel like I'm the only person, like I'm living under a rock. Like I'm the only person who has not read one of her books. So I want to see what the hype's about. So I want to knock out one of her books. And then I have kind of like a not so popular book called Nothing Ever Happens Here. I actually don't remember who that's by. Let me look it up. By Serafina Nova Glass. It only has like 3,000. Oh, Bristol's about to barrel through the door. Bristol knows how to open doors now. So if there are closed doors in the house, including the like back door, she will just pop up and put her paw down on the little handle and she just comes in and lets herself right in. Like she doesn't need us. Like she really doesn't. It only has like 3,000 reviews on Goodreads, which I'm kind of excited to try like a lesser known author. I'm renting this one on my Kindle through my library. Quick synopsis. A seemingly peaceful Minnesota town is shaken when Shelby, who works at a senior center, is attacked and barely survives. And her husband goes missing on the same night. This sparks a series of events and a mystery that unfolds with the help of the senior center residents. So, okay, cool. And then this book has been on my list for forever. This is like my bonus 4th book if I get there. I really want to listen to this one on audio. It's called Listen for the Lie, and I'm renting it through my library again, and there's like a 2-week wait period. So I'm hoping that I can get that in April. I think that would be nice to just like put on while I'm walking and stuff. So 3 to 4 books that I'm hoping to knock out this month. Third category. This is like our home category. So if you are newer to my channel, a little bit of context. Chandler and I moved into this house. We're kind of like out on the suburbs of Nashville. We used to live downtown Nashville. We've moved and planted roots in the suburbs, if you will. So yeah, we bought like a bigger house and there's just a lot of space that we haven't really done anything with yet, which is totally fine. Like when I moved in here, it was very important to me that I was intentional. We were intentional about furnishing it. Like I didn't want to just like go buy a ton of things right up front to fill the space, fill the walls. Like I really wanted to invest in like nicer pieces that we're gonna have for a really long time. I'm so glad we're doing that. But at this point, we've been in this house for 5 months, and this is my current office space, which I'll do a little overlay here because as you can see, clearly I've done nothing with it. It just like really hasn't been a priority in our budget. But this month I want to make this space at least like a place I actually want to be, because I find that I'll come up here like at the beginning of the day and I'll like start my day here, but then I end up like taking my laptop downstairs and working at our kitchen table because I love our downstairs area. Like it's so homey and it's just like a space that I want to be in. So I want to try to mimic that vibe for this room and like actually make this a place that I'm like excited to come and work in. I'm working on a Pinterest board right now to help me so that I can actually go into decorating with a plan. I will say my budget is not big for this space, so buying secondhand will be ideal. Using things we already have, like bookshelves and stuff that I already have, some art pieces that we kind of have lying around that don't have a home, trying to reuse things we already have, and then if I do need to buy stuff, maybe like trying thrift stores and stuff first. Ideally, I'm hoping to stay in like the $200 to $300 range, which I feel like is doable for like, I want to get a curtain, I want to get some shelves, some art for behind my desk. There's actually like some sort of background. That's my main goal, is just kind of revamp this office space. And then my last goal, I feel like I am rambling on, but what's new over here? My last goal, we're putting this in the category of like life, relationships, things like that. I would really like to prioritize some more like out of the box dates with Chandler, because I feel like, well, I absolutely love our like classic dinner dates, like Netflix dates at home, you know, things like that. Like that's great. I feel like we definitely are in a we're in a pattern. We're in a monotonous routine pretty much weekly, and we don't like go out and try new things a lot. Like we'll try new restaurants and stuff, but we're not like finding new date activities. And so I really would like to try a couple this month. With the weather getting better, I feel like doing things like going and playing tennis together, or like a pickleball. Like we literally have pickleball and tennis rackets that we haven't used in over a year. So I feel like that could be a fun thing to do. I was thinking like going to the golfing range. Chandler's an incredible golfer, and I can't even like, I don't even know how to hold a golf club. So I'm like, teach me, like that would be so fun. I know Nashville, I think a lot of big cities have like liquor labs where you can like book a class and they basically teach you how to make like different cocktails. Like I think that could be fun. So just kind of like a couple, like 1 to 2 out of the box date ideas. It does not have to be expensive. These can be like outdoor free things. I think it would just be good for us to kind of like get out of our routine, because I love a routine, but it's also important to like keep things interesting and find new things that you like to do together. So that's my main goal in that category. And that pretty much wraps it up. Maybe those don't sound crazy to you, but it's been just a long time since I've like actually sat down and like mapped out a plan for myself and like actually like held myself accountable to monthly goals. Like I set a lot of like, as you know, like year-long goals. You're like, oh, like this year I'd like to do this to our house, but it's like, okay, like what does that even mean? And also if I don't like set a timeline or set like an end date, then I'm just gonna keep procrastinating and pushing off actually like doing some of these things. So I'm happy that I have some sort of like roadmap to get me closer to my like bigger goals, right? So yeah, I hope you thought that was interesting. I'd love to hear what goals you guys are after this April. Are you setting goals? How has like your year been going? Like I would love to know where you guys are at in your goal setting. I feel like if you're like me, maybe you took a slow start to the year, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets at all. Kind of like easing into, especially like the fitness stuff. It works best for me to kind of start slow and not overwhelm myself with a bunch of different things that I'm trying to do all at once. But it's definitely time to kick it up a notch, get myself in gear. Looking forward to taking you guys along for the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm really going to try to post more in real time. Like I feel like it sometimes does take me a while, like after I film a video to like get it actually uploaded. I'm gonna try my hardest to film and then get videos up more in real time. So it's kind of like we're like going through this month together and going through these goals together, and you guys can get more like real-time updates on how everything's progressing. I'm gonna do my best. Add that to my list of goals, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this off now. I wanna get this wrapped up so that I can get this posted in the next day or so. And then I will see you in the next video as we're actually implementing some of this stuff. So thank you so much for being here. And if you made it till the end, I say it all the time, but it means so, so much to me, and I will see you guys in the next one.